Isaac, what can you take away from Mr. Sixto Sanchez?
Yeah, polarizing figure for sure. Sixto Sánchez faced live batters for the first time since he made a double-A rehab start last September, a one-inning rehab assignment, but that was the first time he faced major league hitters in spring training in over 2 years. So a big moment for him, a big weight off his shoulders, but he looked good. It's confirmed now that he was sitting around 92 to 94. The off speed, which I guess would be his cutter in this instance, did not look that good. The changeup was pretty effective, apparently, according to Luis Ariz. He called it nasty. Not much else to say. I think the command wasn't there as obviously how it was in his rookie season, but it was good. I think it could have been worse and it could have been better. So I think that's all you can ask for with Sixto Sánchez at this point.
Noah, what are your takeaways? You were there.
One of the things I noticed, and I was talking to some of the coaches afterward, was his delivery just doesn't look like a major league pitcher's anymore. It looks more like someone that's just trying to push the ball. He's not throwing. He's not pitching. He's just pushing it to the plate. How he's doing that at 92 miles an hour, I have no idea how physically that works. But yeah, I don't really. I feel like this is his last gasp, last chance, and they're giving him this last chance, and he's either gonna take it or goodbye.
Yeah, so Mel Stonemaier actually not too long ago spoke to media, and he was basically as straight up as it could be. He's like, this is not the Sixto I saw in 2020. This is a different guy, and we will have to see what happens. But Alex, you were also there. Any comments on Sixto before we move on? Because I don't think we need to spend too much longer on this.
I think Noah has it pretty right. There's no explosion anymore in this delivery. There's lack of velocity because of it. He is not physical to the plate whatsoever. He isn't very physical in any regard, but especially in his delivery, he's not physical to the plate. The fastball is lacking velocity for that reason. 92 to 94, that's better than what we were hearing. So Isaac is right about that. It's better than what we were hearing earlier in the spring, but that's still not going to get it done when you're putting breaking pitches in the dirt. And you saw a ton of breaking stuff in the dirt from Sixto today without rise on the fastball, without velocity on the fastball. It's not good. It's still not good. And, this guy's in his age 25 season, and he's been injured so much. I am really still all the way out on this player. I really don't think that he will get back to the way that he was previously when he made his major league debut. So it sucks to say. It's just it's not there. It's a mixture of things. It's not just the fact that the stuff isn't there. There's also work ethic. There's also how he is in his build and everything like that as well. And then the missed time goes into it as well. So, it sucks. It sucks to see a player that could have been very good that I don't think will be very good for the long term. So it sucks to see, but it was another just okay Sixto outing in my opinion.
Right. And just because okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Eli.
Well, just for those who remember, when it comes to the work ethic stuff, at this time a year ago, he showed up to camp by his standards, in great shape. And he's relapsed in that regard this year, even though now, I guess, functionally as a thrower, he's able to not only his velo is a little bit more respectable, and at least he's going through several sessions without having any sort of pain. He's pain-free, which is a difference that compared to the last couple of years. But yeah, you see it in the lack of conditioning as well. Who knows how that is contributing to him being the best version of himself even right now. He's in a situation where the stakes are so high because he's finally out of minor league options. The last few years, he's been optioned to the minors throughout the entire year and put on the minor league injured list. And now this is a guy that hasn't profited off of the hype around him. Like, this is such an important inflection point in his career. And the reality is that his shoulder may be too far gone to do anything about it anyway. That being said, like, this is such a critical, this next month or so, if he even gets a full month on the roster, it's everything for him. It's his chance to at least make it through a year. And worst comes to worst, he gets DFA'd, he goes unclaimed, and maybe he'll still get to play baseball this year no matter what. But if he's off the 40-man roster and he doesn't make an impression during camp, his path to getting back onto a roster and back to the majors is so much more difficult. Like this is the window. The window is finally closed. It's been a long window for him that's finally about to close. And you'd like to see a little bit more urgency, even though this was a baby step in the right direction. It might be too little too late.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because with Sixto, that's it. He's healthy. He may not say he's 100%, but in terms of what the Marlins see, this guy is another player on the 40-man roster at the moment. Unless the signing is made, the first move would evidently be Sandy goes to the 60-day, which opens the 40-man spot. But after that, it's players on the chopping block, and Sixto may be that first one because you look at the other players, Declan Cronin, and the other guys. Those guys have pretty good velo, and I actually think they could be pretty serviceable players at the major league level. And I know in Isaac, your article, you mentioned that Luis Arias said some pitches were pretty nasty, but I don't know how much you could really take into account just one live BP. But
right.
That I think wait, you were gonna say something, Isaac?
Yeah, I mean the changeup is something that Sixto was really adamant about post session, that it just never went away with all these injuries, all these recurring shoulder injuries, like Eli mentioned. That changeup never went away. It was just mainly the fastball that's obviously fell off a cliff. So he feels that as long as he has that off-speed offering, we didn't see the slider today at all. It was just that horizontal cutter that he's got, but he's still very confident with that pitch. And before Marlins fans, they see all the hype, they see 92, 94. Just remember, there is a close to 0% chance that he is with the Marlins on March 28th, because obviously if he's not, he has to be DFA'd. He's out of options. From what I've gathered and from what I understand, he will not be with the Marlins on opening day. So just everyone keep their expectations a little bit tempered.
Well, I think when you say not be with the Marlins, I think not with the 26th.
Right. Well, I believe that if he is DFA'd, another team will select him. I don't think he'll go unclaimed. I think that's also part of it. I think they don't want to deal with the humiliation of another team getting him also, as well as just how bad that trade went. I don't think they want another team getting a crack at him. Not that I think any other team could fix him, but I just don't think he'll be with the Marlins past April.